You know, many things in this life are completely and totally addictive. There's food, chocolate, caffeine, alcohol, I mean drugs.
I want some crack.
You name it, somebody can get addicted to it. There's no two ways about it. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Are motorcycles an addiction for you? Stick around. All right, good afternoon, everyone, from Lookout Mountain, Georgia, which is just right over the Tennessee line, right close to Chattanooga. So we are out with, or I am out with the Chattanooga, Tennessee White Lightning Hog Chapter, and we're heading to go get some food. Figured I'd record a video and talk about motorcycles being addictive. You think that's the case? I don't know. Let's see here. I know if you're anything like me, I have a highly addictive personality. You know, with me, I just cannot do something halfway. I really have to go all in if I'm going to do something. And I've been that way my whole life. Now, that doesn't mean that I stick with those things forever, but I just go crazy once I get a new interest or a new hobby. And yeah, so, you know, some of those things for me would be like, just trying to think of some examples through the years. You know, I got into trail running for a while, and there was, you know, I mean, I went all out. I bet I ran every trail, every dirt trail you can think of. It's probably on this mountain here to my left. Ran all over Lookout Mountain and Signal Mountain. I actually ran in a bunch of half marathons, ran a full marathon, 26.2 miles on dirt in the trails. About killed me, but I did it. I don't know about you guys, I just love that adrenaline rush for sure. You know, I love being able to get out on my motorcycle, and yeah, even though it's a little bit dangerous, it's so much fun. And you get such that adrenaline rush whenever you twist the throttle and go. Oh man, I mean, there's just not a lot that's better than that. So are you guys the same way that I am about that? Do you really like doing hobbies that give you that adrenaline rush, that type of thing? What I'm wondering is, you think most motorcyclists are that way? I mean, most of the motorcyclists that I know, I'm not saying all, most, are not quiet, calm, reserved people for the most part. You know, they're people that like to get out and do things, not necessarily extroverted, but just like to get out and ride their motorcycle and experience life and experience danger a little bit, I guess, excitement, that type of thing. So do you think most motorcyclists fall under that category like I was explaining? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so let's talk about some of the ways that motorcycles can be addictive. And as I am sitting here kind of talking out loud, I'm thinking of two categories with a lot of subcategories underneath it. You could probably fill in the blank any way you wanted to. And that would have to be money and time. So let's go ahead and start with money. I think motorcycles can be addictive because, let's face it, one of the things that we all like to do is spend money on our motorcycles, or maybe we don't like to, but there just has a way of happening, right? Anytime you get a new motorcycle, what are some of those very first things that you're going to do? Well, you're going to spend money, you're going to put handlebars on it, you're going to put exhaust on it, maybe you're going to do some other type of upgrade or some extra chrome and, you know, those type of things. So motorcycles can really be addictive when it comes to your pocketbook and spending a lot of money. And then there would also be the category of time. And that's one of the things that I really have to be aware of when it comes to that, is time. Now, I am not including YouTube in this discussion, because if I added that in there, we're talking about a whole different animal. But this is just all of us as motorcyclists. And when I'm talking about time, I mean, during the riding season, you know, when it gets a little warmer and a beautiful day like today, it's very easy for me to think, man, I want to go riding on Friday night. I want to go out to bike night. I want to go riding on Saturday. I want to go riding on Sunday, and not give too much thought to maybe, you know, what my wife wants to do or somebody in my family. There's other plans for other people. And, you know, I think as motorcyclists, we have to be aware of that riding our motorcycle can consume a lot of time, and it can be addictive. I don't know about you guys, but if I don't get on my motorcycle for 4 or 5 days, especially if the weather is pretty and it's really nice, man, I start getting grumpy. I start getting grumpy and I start getting irritable. I just want to get out and ride my motorcycle. And so I'm wondering, is that just me, or is that you guys as well? So we talked about money, we talked about time. Another way I think motorcycles can be addictive, and I'm going to say addictive / therapeutic, is who doesn't like to get on your motorcycle, like a beautiful back road like this, and just enjoy the ride with, 20 or 30 of your friends. Or if you're out on a road like this and you're by yourself, just to be able to twist the throttle and take off. I mean, that is a great addictive therapeutic feeling that I love about riding motorcycles, and I'm curious if you are the same way as well. I know I'm kind of bouncing around here all over the place, and I apologize for that, but my thoughts are pinging kind of all over the place right now. So another thing that I'm thinking of when it comes to time, I know I mentioned the weekends and that type of thing, but then there's also, rallies and meetups and all that. I mean, it would be so easy for me to use all of my PTO time at work, all of my vacation time, just to go to rallies and go to meetups and take off and find other motovloggers and that type of thing. So you add that into the mix, man, motorcycling can really take up all your time and be extremely addictive. But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining one bit. Well, I think motorcycling can be like anything else in this world. It can be very helpful, very encouraging and engaging for your life, very uplifting for your life, or it can be very destructive. And I think that just depends on the person and depends on how you use your time and your money and your hobbies, for that matter. Well, I do appreciate you guys joining in with me on this ride today. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Also, if you could take a look at the channel, see if you're interested, and if you are, please subscribe. I would appreciate that very, very much. I hope you guys have an excellent day, and we'll talk to you again soon.